Have you ever had that gut feeling, that little voice in your head telling you something isn't quite right with what you're hearing? You can't put your finger on it, but your intuition is screaming. Well, that feeling might be your brain subconsciously picking up on tiny, fleeting signals that give away a lie. Today, we're diving deep into the anatomy of a lie, exploring how the body often betrays the words coming out of the mouth. Most people think liars can't look you in the eye, but here's the thing, practiced liars know this. So, what do? They overcompensate. They'll stare a little too intensely, a little too long, trying to prove their honesty. It's an unnatural, almost predatory gaze. An honest person's eye contact is different. It's relaxed. They'll look at you, then glance away to gather their thoughts, then look back. It's a natural dance, but a forced, unwavering stare, that can be a red flag. It's not about avoiding eye contact, it's about the quality of it. Now let's talk about the face, the stage where our emotions play out. When we feel an emotion, our facial muscles react automatically. But when someone is lying, they often try to suppress their true feelings and perform a different one. This creates a fascinating conflict on their face. The true, genuine emotion might leak out in what we call a microexpression. These are incredibly fast flashes of feeling, lasting less than half a second. Imagine asking someone if they took the last cookie, and for a split second, you see a flash of a smirk, a tiny sign of delight, before their face settles into a look of serious denial. That flash? That's the microexpression, the true emotion peeking through the mask. Genuine smiles, often called Duchenne smiles, are hard to fake. They involve not just the mouth, but the eyes. A real smile makes the corners of your eyes crinkle up. A fake, social smile often only involves the mouth. So when someone is telling you something supposedly happy or positive, but their eyes are lifeless and unengaged, it's a sign of emotional incongruence. Their face is telling two different stories at once. Let's move down from the face to the rest of the body. When we're stressed or anxious, and lying is very stressful for most people, our bodies react. This is our primal fight or flight response kicking in. One of the most common signs is self-soothing gestures. You might see someone rubbing their neck, touching their face, stroking their arms, or playing with their hair. These are pacifying behaviors, unconscious attempts to calm themselves down under pressure. It's like their body is trying to give itself a reassuring hug because the brain is working overtime to maintain the lie. Another area to watch is the hands. People who are being deceptive sometimes try to physically distance themselves from their own words. They might hide their hands in their pockets, clench them into fists, or sit on them. Open palms are generally associated with honesty and openness. When someone is explaining something with their palms facing up, it feels more genuine. But when the hands disappear or become tense, it can suggest they're holding something back, both literally and figuratively. They don't feel confident in what they're saying, so they physically retreat. The direction of the body is also a powerful tell. When we are engaged and comfortable in a conversation, our torso and feet tend to point directly at the person we're talking to. But if someone is lying, their subconscious might be screaming, "I want to get out of here." You might notice their feet and torso start to angle towards an exit, like a door or a window. Even while their head is turned towards you, their body is preparing to bolt. It's a subtle but powerful indicator of discomfort and a desire to escape the situation. Let's consider the voice. The vocal cords are muscles, and like any other muscle, they tense up under stress. This can cause the pitch of someone's voice to rise. They might also start speaking faster to get the lie over with, or conversely, slow down dramatically as they struggle to invent details on the fly. You might also notice more ums, ahs, and other filler words. Their brain is working double time. One part is suppressing the truth, another is creating the lie, and a third is monitoring your reaction. That's a lot of cognitive load, and it often results in verbal stumbles. Another vocal cue is the use of distancing language. A liar might avoid using I and instead use more general terms. Instead of saying, "I didn't break the vase," they might say, "The vase got broken." They create a linguistic buffer between themselves and the action. They might also repeat the question you just asked them, like, "Did I take the money?" "No, I did not take the money." This isn't for clarity, it's a stalling tactic to give their brain a precious extra second to formulate a convincing response. Now, a crucial disclaimer: none of these signs on their own are definitive proof of a lie. A person might be rubbing their neck because it's stiff. They might be looking away because they're shy or thinking deeply. Stress doesn't always equal deception. The key is to look for clusters of these behaviors, and most importantly, a change from their baseline. What's a baseline? It's how a person normally behaves when they are relaxed and telling the truth. Before jumping to conclusions, observe how they act when you're just having a normal, low-stakes conversation. How much eye contact do they usually make? How do they normally use their hands? What's their typical vocal tone? Once you have that baseline, you can look for deviations. If your normally calm and open friend suddenly starts fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, and speaking in a high-pitched voice when you ask them about a specific topic, that's when you should pay attention. The change from their norm is what matters. So, the next time your intuition kicks in, don't just dismiss it. Start observing. Look for the conflict between the words being said and the story the body is telling. Notice the flashes of microexpressions, the self-soothing gestures, the shifting posture, and the changes in vocal tone. It's not about becoming a human lie detector to catch people out, but about developing a deeper understanding of human communication. It's about learning to listen, not just with your ears, but with your eyes. Thank you so much for watching and exploring the fascinating world of body language with me. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more insights into human behavior. Let me know in the comments if you've ever noticed these signs yourself. Stay curious and see you next time.